Before proceeding with writing the code, first let us install all the necessary things. So in this, we are going to see how to install Node.js, how to install MongoDB, how to install Postman, and for this entire course, I will be using VS Code Editor. Whichever editor you like, you can install and you can continue with that editor. First, let us start with Node.js. Before installing, if we just try to check the version, we will have this error. Node is not recognized as internal or external command. Here, I will also use npm version. Again, for this, I will be having this error. So first, what we have to do, we have to install Node. Here, just type nodejs.org and click on this first link. I am installing Node.js in Windows. Now here we are having this download option for Windows, and here we are having LTS. While recording this video, latest version of Node is 22.11.0. If you want to download Node for other operating system, come to download. Here you will be having drop down. Accordingly, select the operating system, and if you want to install other versions, you can select the drop down and you can select the version numbers. And here we are having current version as well, but this we are not going to install because maybe in this some features will be added or some features will be removed which will break our code. So I'm just going to install this long-term support version. Maybe if you're watching this video in future, then this version number will be changed. I will come back. So here I'm just going to click on this download node. It will just start the downloading. Download is successful. I will double click on this. Now here we will have this pop-up welcome wizard. I will just click on next. Here we are having agreement. Just check on this and click on next. And here I am having the default path where our Node.js will be installed. If you want to change the path, click on change, accordingly browse. But as of now, I will keep this default. Click on next. Here everything will be set to default and also it will be added to path. Again I will click on next. Now here we are having one checkbox which will be installing all the necessary tools. Along with that, it is also going to install Chocolatey. If you want, you can check on this, but as of now, I do not need. Simply, I will just click on next. Then finally, I will just click on install. It will take some time to install all the components, so I will just fast forward this video. Now once it is done, I will be having this completed pop-up. I will just click on finish. Now Node.js is installed on a system. Now I will open command prompt. Now I am just going to run node-v. As soon as I hit enter, I should be getting the version number. For some reason, if you are not able to get the version number, that means you have not installed Node properly. So again, you can follow the same steps and you can install Node. And also, whenever we are installing Node, Node Package Manager will be installed automatically. And this is the version for npm. So before writing any code in Node, first you should have Node installed on your system. Let us now see how to install MongoDB. And for that, we will be installing two things. First, MongoDB Compass, and second, MongoDB Shell. In Google, search for MongoDB download and click on this first link. And here inside this, we are having MongoDB community server. If you scroll down, here we are having the current version. I am using Windows, so I will be selecting Windows. Accordingly, you can select your operating system. And inside this, we are having MSI and zip file. I will select MSI and click on download. Now it will start its downloading and it is around 718 MB. I have already downloaded this MSI. I will cancel. Once you download, you will be having the file, this one. Just double click. This wizard will be open. I will click on next. Accept the agreement. Click on next. And here it is mentioned MongoDB shell must be installed separately for Windows installation. So later on we are going to install this, but now I will click on complete. Here I will be having my service name MongoDB, and here by default all the directories will be selected. I will click on next. Again here just check on this install MongoDB Compass. Click on next. Now I will just click on install button. Here if you get the pop-up, just click on yes. It will take some time to install everything, so we are going to wait. Once it is installed successfully, I will be having this pop-up. I will click on finish. Once installation is complete, our MongoDB Compass will be opened, and here we are having connections, and inside this, as of now, we will be using this local host. Click on connect, and by default this three database will be available. Later on from our code we will be creating the database, and this MongoDB Compass will be graphical user interface. So here itself you can work on databases, you can create the collection, you can create the documents, and you can do lot of things. And if you click on this add new connection, here you will be finding the URI which we will be including in our file. Close this. Now I will be opening CMD. Inside this I will write Mongo SH. As soon as I hit enter, I will be having this error. Mongo SH is not recognized as internal or external command because we have only installed this MongoDB Compass. If you want to use MongoDB in shell, then for that again we will open the same website, and here we are having these tools. Click on these tools, and here inside this we are having the first option MongoDB shell. Click on this. Here version is selected, latest version. I am downloading for Windows, and here inside this we are having MSI and zip. Now I will be selecting zip. Click on download. Once my zip is downloaded, right click. I will click on extract all. Now carefully you have to follow all the steps. Now directly I will not be extracting inside this downloads folder. I will click on browse. Now what I will do, I will come inside this C drive. Inside that we will have this program files, and inside this program files we will have MongoDB. Click on this folder, and here we are only having the server. Now we are just going to select this folder, and inside this I'm just going to extract. You need the permission. Click on continue. Extraction is complete. Now I will come to C drive, program files. Inside this I will open Mongo, and here I am having that folder. I will open this folder. Inside this we are having this bin. I will open, and inside this we are going to have Mongo shell REPL package. So this entire path I will copy, and here I will be searching for system variables, and from here I'm just going to select this option, and inside the system properties I will click on environment variables. And here inside the system variables, click on path, and inside this I will write new, and here I will be pasting that path which I have copied. I will click on OK, OK, and here also OK. Now I'm just going to open CMD. Now inside this I will be writing Mongo SH. Hit enter. Now you can see successfully I am able to connect to my database. And now inside the shell, you can create the databases. You can do lot of stuff inside this shell. But using this MongoDB Compass, it will be easy because this is graphical user interface. And as a beginner, it will be easy for you to understand. But if you want, you can also use this shell. And here also, we are having the same URI which we have seen in a compass. Now inside this, if I just want to see all the databases, I will write the command show DBS. By default, whatever databases we are having, same database, you can see admin, config and local. All these three databases you can see in this shell. Successfully, we have completed our MongoDB setup. Now third, we are going to see how to download and install Postman. For that, first type Postman in Google and then click on this first link. And inside this product, we will have this download Postman. Just click on that. And here we have this Postman app and I am installing for Windows. So here I will click on Windows 64-bit. If you are using other operating system, accordingly, you can select operating system. Until it is getting downloaded, you can just explore this Postman website. Once downloading is complete, I will open Explorer, double click on this, and here inside this, we have to create free account. So here, I'm just going to enter the email and then I will click on create free account. It will load for some time. Now here, we have to create Postman account. So I'm just going to sign up using Google. And from here, I will select the mail ID and then click on continue. Now in this pop-up, click on open Postman. Again, it will load. Then here, click on switch to workspace. And inside this, give your name. And then you have to select the role. Here, I will be selecting full stack developer and then click on continue. Now this Postman interface will be opened. I will click on send API request. Now inside this, we can easily test our APIs by using all important requests like get, put, delete, etc. But here I like the dark mode. Even if you want dark mode, then click on this settings icon, go to settings, click on themes, click on manual, and then you can select the theme based on your requirement. I will select dark and then I will be closing this. Now successfully we have installed this Postman. And then finally we are going to see about this editor. I will be using this Visual Studio Code. Just type Visual Studio Code download and click on this first link. And whichever operating system you are using, accordingly download and install in your system. Once this entire setup is ready, we will be proceeding with our project setup.